hello there once again, bringing you another comic book haul. This is made up from two different places. I had gone out once again to beat the heat because it's so hot here right now. Don't want to dwell on it too much, but I'm probably going to have to go out a lot this week because it's just brutal right now. So I'd gone out, went to see a movie. I went to see Fantastic Four again. That's now the third time I've watched that movie. This time I went and I had the movie theater all to myself. No idiots making noise. No people chomping on their food, shifting in their seats, making comments at the screen. It was so nice, and with air conditioning, it was beautiful. Oh, so nice. Now, before I went to the movie, I had 20 books that I had finished reading, decided I wasn't going to keep, and I traded away to WeBookIn. So that is what I have here, although I almost forgot some of them. Let's get those over here before I forget. All right, so first up, so these just raw books out of their dollar bins, no bags, no boards. We got Teen Titans Spotlight on Jericho, issue number 5. I didn't have this one. It's not in the best of shape, but I don't care. I was taking it out of a dollar bin after trading away 20 books anyway. We also I saw these the last time I was there, hadn't picked them up. I was hoping they would still be there for when I went to trade. I already have issue 1 of this, but they had issue 2. Original Ghost Rider Rides Again, part 2 of 7. So yes, and this is a reprint series. So issue number 2, issue number 3, and these are in pretty nice condition. Except the last one. The last one's not in the best condition. It's got a bad spine roll. They didn't have issue 4. There's issue number 5. Issue number 6. This one's got a bit of a roll too, but it's manageable. So issue number 6. And this is the one with the really bad spine roll. And it's a spine roll, backwards spine roll. So like the staples are in the back. I don't know. I'm going to have a bit of a trouble getting this into a regular bag and board. I might just put it in a Silver Age one. I don't know. But there, that's issue number 7. So I now have all of them except issue number 4. Anyways, so that was dollar bin books. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's only 6? Yeah, only 6. And 7 was this, Green Lantern Annual number 2, Bloodlines Outbreak. So just loosen the dollar bin and look at how pristine. It's like, look how pristine and white that is. It's like, for one, I thought it was a reprint at one point, but it was. I had to rescue it out of the dollar bin so that it didn't sit there for 6 months and become destroyed. So, all right, now 3 more dollar bin books. 3 more? That can't be right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, yes, 10 books because I traded 2 for 1. Traded 20 books, got 10. Now, let's see what order. I'm going to do this first. So issue number 1, I put these ones in bags and boards. These are the best books, in my opinion. Daredevil Father, issue number 1 from the Marvel Knights series. I mainly wanted to get this one in a bag and board because it had some spine ticks and spine. I didn't want it to get any more bent or anything like that. So that one I decided was going to put in a bag and a board, and so I decided to put these 2 as well. We got Conan issue number 10, but it's Conan issue number 10 from the 2nd series, not the 1st series. Interestingly enough, though, I actually found an issue number 10 of the Conan the 1st series when I went to the latest parking lot sale, and but it was an issue number 10 that I got for $3, but there was no back cover. The front cover was detached. It was stapled together. It was in bad shape, but still, an issue number 10 of the original one. Now I have an issue number 10 of the 2nd series that Marvel did, so that was fun as well. And this one was the surprise book to find. I picked it up. I was looking at different options to be the last book, and I thought, well, maybe let's just take this one. It's fun. It'll be something I can show the FOMO squad and they'll get a good laugh out of it. But it actually turned out it's not a key book, but there's a great significance. It's like all new number 1, Ruin from the Ultraverse line. Now, what I discovered after I got it home and was putting it in a bag of board and looking on League of Comic Geeks to try to figure out which, because there's two different covers, one that says a painted cover and one that says it's not a painted cover. But it's more, there's different codes. I think really what it is one's a direct and one's a newsstand. And I think this is just the direct version. But when I was putting in the bag and board and I was looking at the front of the book, it's like, oh, what is that? Is that part of the book? That doesn't look like that's part of the book. It's got a signature on it. This is now the second time I have found a book in a dollar bin with a signature. And I'm pretty sure that signature is Led Kaminsky's signature. So, and there's the, now you can see the whole book. But yes, Ruin, Rampage of Blood. Not a key book, not a significant book, but I was going to just read it and then trade it back to them. No. That's staying in my collection now. I have to keep that. I have to protect that. Has some person took it, had the author, the writer sign it. I have to keep that. All right. Moving right along, I went to the movie. Then after the movie, or was it after or before? No, I went to City Center to go see Fantastic Four for the third time. But before I went to the movie, I went. Oh, my hair. I went to Revolver, which is a store that has comic books, records, CDs, anime, DVD, you name it, they have it. And they just opened that store, and he's finally getting to the point where he has almost all his books organized. So I found a lot of better books this time around. None of these are dollar bin books. These are all books that cost a lot more. And you'll see the price of that is on the sticker is what I paid. All right, now first up are two books that I was very happy to find because these are books that are from my childhood or from my teenage years. When I was collecting comics, when I was a kid, and important books that I had when I was young. The first one, not as important, but the second one, yes, but still, we have, well, G.I. Joe was always important to me, and I had a subscription for a while, but I didn't stay with the subscription all the way to the end. I had a subscription to Transformers, which I had all the way to the end. Didn't keep those books, and I'm kicking myself now because they are hard to come by and they are valuable. So, but I have here issue number 80 of G.I. Joe. A Real American Hero. I can't talk today. What is wrong with me? So, G.I. Joe, number 80, and that's how much it cost me in Canadian. $8.99. That's probably a little more than I should spend on that book, but this is one of the coolest covers that I had when I was a kid. I loved it, loved the cover, and it made me want the toys for these. I think I actually ended up with one of them. I can't remember which one. Maybe not. But I wanted them, and I think by that time there was too much money, so I don't know. Or by that time I was getting to an age where my parents were like, "We're not buying any more of that crap." It's like, anyway. Now the next book, this is a Spider-Man book, not an Amazing Spider-Man book, but this is one of the main comic books that I had as a kid that I read a lot. And this is one of the ones from this run, Spectacular Spider-Man, that I wanted to make sure I found a decent copy. And it's not a perfect copy, but it's a pretty good copy. We have the Spectacular Spider-Man, issue number 137, The Return of the Tarantula. Now, this was my introduction to this version of the Tarantula. And he was to me, it was one of my favorite villains. I think this was the first book I had with Spider-Man in the black suit. So this is a key for me. I don't think it's actually a key, but it's a key for me. And that was $4.99 for that book. So those were two books that I was very happy to find. All right, moving along to some modern stuff. We have Something is Killing the Children, which is a series been looking for. And I found a few of the books in dollar bins. Not these ones. These ones. First one is $5.20. then $5.35, and then $5.40. Why it was marked like that, I don't know. But I saw them and I immediately took them. So we have Something is Killing the Children, issue number 23, which I still didn't have. There was also issue number 29. I love that cover. That cover is awesome. And there was issue number 30. This cover is not as good in my opinion, but still, I'm just glad to find Something is Killing the Children books in good condition. So that was cool. Now, I also found a few other things. We got Spider-Man Noir issue number 1. That is not the first Spider-Man Noir series. This might be the second or the third. I don't know. Someone in the comments, let me know. But I saw it at number 1. I had to take it. And this is the series I'm definitely looking for all of these. Issue 2 and 3 of Archie versus Predator. So now I just got to find issue 1 and issue 4. There you go. That's fun. I love that. And the last 2 books are actually magazine-sized books. These are the first ones I came across when I was looking and started hunting. When I got there, they had 2 old Conan Saga books. One was in really bad shape, and then there was this one, which was in a lot better shape. This is Conan Saga, issue number 86. And that is just a fantastic cover. I love that. Which is why I decided to pick that up. And the last, and certainly not least, although I don't, it's so interesting. Like this one was $7.99, and it's called Raj 2000. This is done by John Byrne, and it's from PC Comics or I think Pacific Comics. So I don't know, maybe what's on the comic wrap? Mr. Akins can tell me exactly what this is. I sort of know what it is. I think it has something to do with 2000 AD, maybe. I don't know. All I know is I saw Road 2000 and I saw this large format. I saw it was only $7.99. It was a Pacific Comics book, and I was like, yeah, I'm taking that. So that was a fun find. But I'm not sure which of those books, those other books would probably, I think the Conan one would be the best find other than the 2 that they're not spectacular. Well, they're spectacular. One's spectacular, but it's like these are my favorites. They just are, because these are books from my childhood, and I am so happy to. So it's this one. I'm so happy I have this one now. A part of me really wants to sit down and read it right now, but it is so hot in here. I just my brain is melting. I mean, and it's nowhere near as bad in here as today as it was yesterday. Yesterday, I tried to shoot a bunch of videos. I tried to shoot a couple of videos. It did not go well. It wasn't. No, I shot them and I thought about it, and then I went back to it. It's like, no, these are terrible. And I deleted them. I had to redo the first 2 videos, which are the previous 2 hauls you saw. And this one from that same day when I went out and saw Fantastic Four, which was yesterday. But not when you're seeing this. This will be like at least 2 weeks away. At least maybe 2 weeks. I don't know. Anyways, I'm starting to rant again, because it's now like, it's only like 11:30, 11:40, and it's already like almost 28 degrees in my apartment. It's that bad. And yesterday it got up to 34 degrees downtown. It was terrible. And it is supposed to be even worse the rest of the week. So, but I'm not going to bore you with the temperature here, because I'm sure in many places it's just as bad. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. Do all the YouTube stuff. You know what it is. I'm not going to repeat myself again from the previous videos. I thank you very much for watching. I hope you're having a great day. Stay cool wherever you are. And bye for now.